Well, good morning, Bobby Lee here again, Hurricane Creek Farms. Glad y'all have tuned in. Really don't know what all we're going to get into this video today. We've got a list of things we need to get done. Not sure what all we're going to actually make it to on that list. I'm sure some things will pop up that were unexpected, but girls are ready to be fed. They don't know my schedule that well, and so days where I'm off from the vet clinic, I like to wait till after daylight to feed them, as opposed to feeding them earlier when I am working or at the clinic. But anyway, we can get them fed and get the truck plugged up so it can crank up here in a minute. The old 7.3 does not like these cool mornings. I think it's about 35 degrees. But we can crank it up here in just a little bit. But again, I'm rambling on. Appreciate y'all watching. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe. Let's get after it. Okay, so cows are fed. Got a couple of stragglers running up there. Now we'll go feed the feeder steers. Okay, so everybody's fed this morning. I hadn't gone up the road to check on the weaned calves yet, but we'll get them fed at some point today. But everybody here at home has been fed. Next project, something I've been meaning to do for a few weeks now and just hadn't gotten around to it. I'm gonna get the palpation cage put in here between the alleyway and the chute. That way it can be used as a palpation cage. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna bring the tractor down here, just pick the chute up, because obviously we need to move it forward, what, 2.5, 3 feet, however wide that is. But you can see, or maybe you can't tell in the video, we need to bring a bucket full of gravel down here too to kind of build this up, because otherwise the chute's gonna be, ground's just not level. So I'll have to bring the tractor down with the forks, move it, and take the forks off, put the bucket on, bring some gravel, get that smoothed up, and put the forks back on, put the chute, get it set where it needs to be, attach the palpation cage and be ready to go. And why do we want to do that all of a sudden today? Need to run those cows through, the new cows. Preg check them. There's 4 that have new calves that obviously no need to check those, but check the other 16. If we run them through, we'll probably go ahead and hit them with the dewormer, just pour them. And so I think we're gonna go ahead and make that kind of our first task this morning. At least get the palpation cage and chute adjusted. And then just looking at our time, I'm probably gonna go ahead and check those cows. We'll see. Okay, so we got a little gravel brought up here just to level up this ground, because it's pretty unlevel. Probably got more than we need, but I don't know, by the time you spread it out, it doesn't go quite as far as you think. Get this kind of leveled up, put the cage on there, and the chute back in place. Then we'll see if those girls want to come in here. I didn't give them quite as much feed as I normally do, with this in mind that they may hang around. I can call them into here to eat. So let's get this leveled up. Okay, so pretty happy with that. It'll be pretty long enough, you see. You know, more than long enough to get us out there in front of where the chute will be. So gonna go drop this bucket, put the forks back on the tractor, get the cage in place, get the chute up, and yeah, then we may be ready to go. Well, as you can see behind me, the cows are all gathered right here wanting to get in, and so I'm gonna go ahead and let them in here. Don't have the chute set up yet, but before they all start wandering off and going to hay rings to eat hay, take advantage of them being right here, let them in, go ahead and get them caught. Kind of get in the cart before the horse kind of thing, but we should be able to get the chute set up in just a few more minutes and we'll already have them caught. Okay, so all but 4, see those 2 there, that pair there, and there, are in, which those 2 I don't care about, because those are some of our original cows that we already checked. But of course she has a calf on her side, so I don't need to preg check her, but we would like to hit her with a dewormer. And then this one we really need, just a little smaller heifer. Come on a little bit, you the last one. All right. So everybody but her is caught, and I don't need her caught. I don't want her caught, so works out. So now we'll go finish up with getting that chute where it needs to be, and then get them run through there. So we're all set up. Got the palpation cage in there, got the chute back where it should be. Cows, pretty well all caught. There's some over there in the next pen. That's fine. So what we're gonna be doing, preg checking at least 16 of the 20. Like I say, 4 of them have calves on their sides, so no need to check them necessarily. A few of them don't have ID tags, and so we'll be putting just a number tag in their ear. Most of them do. There's maybe 4 or 5 that don't. We're gonna go ahead and hit them with the pour-on dewormer. Got the sidectin hanging there, and we'll look at their teeth too, kind of get a rough estimate on age. Their majority of them are young. It was a couple that were a little older. He had told me. I trust him. I don't know which ones, so I just want to go ahead and identify which ones the older ones are. And yeah, main thing, just knowing who's bred, who's gonna be calving here real soon. We're gonna draw blood from anything we call open, just to double check and see, you know, are they possibly just real early bred and I missed it. But anything that obviously we feel a fetus on, no need to bleed them. So, all right, we're gonna get started. Okay, so first one in, number 36. Looked at her teeth, she is pretty young. We'll go in here and see if we got a calf. She got a foot up there. See what we can feel here. Okay, so first one in, she palpated open, so we're gonna go ahead and get a little blood from her and see if she really is open. There we go. But we will see. Yeah, she didn't feel anything. We're gonna deworm her. Yeah, I hope that's not a trend that continues. Go ahead and hit her with the sidectin. She is a big old cow. Next cow here, number 41, she just had a calf like 2 weeks ago, so no need to preg check her. She does have this old fly tag. I can get the tag cutter on there, get that out. Yep, number 41. She looks like a pretty young cow. All right, looking at her teeth, it's gonna be a 2-hand job. Go ahead and deworm her, and we'll look at those teeth. Okay, so number 39 here is so wide she can barely get in the chute, so one would hope and expect that she is bred and about to calve. And yes, she is bred. Yep, fetus there. She may not be quite as far along as I was thinking or hoping, but yeah, definitely have a calf. All right. No need to bleed her, deworm her, and let her out. Okay, so our first one that needs a tag, she's gonna get the distinction of being number 75. And these are actually just some leftover tags we had from our stockers last year. We never got to that high of a number. But get this in her ear. On an unrelated note, we had ordered more tags for this coming calving season, and then for our stockers that we'll be buying here in a few months. Allflex sends us an email that supply chain issues, it may be months before we get the tags. So yeah, everything's jacked up right now. We got her tag. She has another look, hadn't checked her yet, of one that should be bred. She barely fits in there, but we'll see. All right, there she is, number 75. Yep, she's a no-doubter. Pretty heavy bred, definitely the farthest along of the few we've checked so far. So no need to bleed her. So we're starting off with an open one, and then I guess 2 open ones. Count the one that we just calved. Have 2 in a row that are definitely bred. So hopefully everything palpates bred from here on, with the exception of the other, I guess, 3 that got new calves. Oop, talking, nearly forgot to deworm her. Side decked, and it's not, the syringe there, or it's not refilling smoothly as it should be. So it's gonna end up in us wasting and or inaccurately dosing. So yeah, like usual, things not really going like they should, and that comes off. So all right, maybe the last one I video deworming, because clearly I can't do it when I'm distracted. I can't really do it that well when I'm not distracted. All right, don't want to jinx it, but with 3 there in the alley, 3 more in the tub, that'll be half of them when we get run through these. I'm trying to look. I don't think any of these are the ones that got a new calf, but we'll get her checked. Let's see here. That's number 21. We'll get that old fly tag out of her ear. She'll cooperate. 2-hand job. There we go. Pop that out. Get her palpated and move on. I'll show you too kind of how this gate works. Obviously it just gives you a way to come in here, you know, where you can get right there behind her. Then you close it right here. So you shouldn't have to worry about, you know, one of the cows in the alleyway being able to get to you. It's pretty secure there, but get a sleeve on and check her. Bred, good deal. Not as far along as that last one, but she is bred. Next one on down there. Go on there, mama. Good deal. Good deal. Step on in there. Step on in there. Step on up here, girl. Just a little further. So it would be nice if you had another person head gate, but these are pretty calm and gentle cows, so out pretty well. One thing, like that last cow, and I'm just not skilled enough at palpating to say how early bred she is. She definitely bred, feel very confident saying that. I worry with her, she may calve, you know, after, you know, ideally when we will have our spring calvers calving, because our spring calving is technically winter calving, late winter. So she may not have a chance to get bred back. So that's one that come late summer may get rid of. We know we're going to need to get rid of probably 5 to 8, just based on the pasture we have. You know, by adding all those cows, even adding an additional pasture, I think we're probably just a little over where our number should be, but we'll get another one checked. Oh, you can go with them. Sadie, you chilling? All right, these are the 4 we were looking for, the last 4. And one of these has got a new calf, so just 3 of them to check. But we'll get them done and then we will be done. So far, I have to look, but most of them checking bred, so been pretty happy. Step on in there. Good girl. Step on up there. Nearly missed her. 32, I don't want to jinx us, but she looks like she should be bred. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. No doubter. Good deal. Come on, baby, prime up. Well, about the 4th time that's happened today. had about 2 doses worth of step on up, big girl. Next. Come on, baby. Come on, make my job easy. Nope. Step on down there. Step on down there. No. Step on. Step on up. Step on up there. Good girl. Good girl. Get through. Good deal. Back up, baby. Back up, baby. You can be last but not least. Go ahead and see what we're going to call her as far as pregnant or open. And then we'll determine what we're going to call her as far as bred. We're on a roll. All right, I like that. I like that. So we're going to figure out what number she's going to be. She's going to be number 70. Numbers up and tag cutter. Turn this way. I don't know if you'll be able to see what we're doing, but all right, number 70 she is. All right, big girl, you last. You are last. Go on, girl. You ain't gonna fit it. And I'm about 98% certain. I need to look back through my pictures. She's the one that has the oldest of the 4 weaned calves. We'll go ahead and palpate her just to be sure, but I'm pretty certain of that. So she's gonna be open. But it's a big old cow. Even with her head caught, rear end barely fits in the chute there. Got those 2 Hereford cows we need to just turn out. But this job is just about done. So that's it, the last one. The only mistake I made is I missed writing down one number. So I'm not even sure who it is, so I need to go out there and see which number I missed, just writing down. They all ran through there. It was one of the last group, because I'd counted them. I was like, okay, yeah, that's the last 4. We'd run 16 through, but pretty happy. We bled 5, so there were 5 we called open. And actually one of those I thought, she might be early bred, so not too bad. If we had 11 out of 16 are bred, no doubters. Maybe if 1 or 2 of the others, that's pretty darn good. But anyway, we'll need to clean up. Somebody made a mess over here throwing stuff on the ground. Need to let them other 2 Hereford cows out. And we got a few more things to get done this morning. As I get things gathered and cleaned up here, most of you, if you've watched the channel very long, you know I like to share inspirational quotes oftentimes. So right now it seems appropriate that in the words of the great philosopher Joe Dirt, I got the poo on me. That's one I like to use. Or I guess I could go Forrest Gump and say, happens. But either way, got that done and need to clean up. I'm gonna ride out there and see if I can figure out which one I forgot to write down. She was bred, whoever it was, because I did not bleed her. But I just need a good list, because I want to be able to keep good records and just have documentation of everybody. Got some feed loaded up. We're gonna head up the road, check on those weaned calves, give them a little feed, and then head to the feed store. Looks like we're gonna get just about everything I hoped we get accomplished today, barring something really disastrous happening. We'll go get that done. All those boys and girls looking good, gave them a little feed. All 29 head are here and accounted for. Walk over here and see. Obviously they've completely eaten up that roll of hay. That was one of the new good rolls, and the older roll of hay they're gonna finish off here in the next day or so. But yeah, I see our mix 30, they've emptied one of the tubs. We're gonna check on the other one. They've eaten that stuff up pretty fast. I don't know if we're gonna go get another tank full just here in the next, well, few weeks or not. Yeah, they haven't quite finished that one off yet. You see there? Still a little one here. We'll pour over into that one. Leave it right there. They'll knock it out of there. Let that last little bit dribble in there. Yeah, I need to bring them some hay here in the next day or two. But they were actually about a third of them were eating on that roll of hay when I pulled up. The others were just out here picking around on the grass. So it's supposed to be really nice weather the next few days. So some people don't, especially with Christmas being what, 4 days away, wish for cold or snow. Nah, not for us. I think it's supposed to be like 60 on Christmas Day, maybe even in low 70s. But I'm gonna head to the farm store now. Oh yeah, we knew that wasn't going anywhere. But made it back from the feed store, got these. What they are, they're VodFerm Concept Aid protein tubs. So for probably years I've heard a lot about the VodFerm Concept Aid line of products. That's like a mineral, like obviously the tubs. And their repeated marketing efforts, I guess, finally got to me. So we're gonna try it out. We knew we were gonna run out of the liquid feed. I could tell how fast they were going through that, so I wanted some other kind of supplement while they're still eating hay. They say to feed this stuff, you know, if you follow, you know, VitaFerm's recommendations, 2 months prior to calving, which we're pretty much there right now, all the way up, you know, through breeding. We're not gonna be able to afford to feed it that much. These things are a little pricey. Now if they do, you know, what they say they're gonna do in terms of helping with your conception rates, they'll be worth it. But you have to feed them for that long and how much they're expected to eat per head per day. So, well, we probably can't feed it quite exactly like they recommend, but my plan is about a month from now, so about a month prior to the official start of our calving. Although some of these newer cows that we just bought, they're probably gonna be calving before then. But they're also gonna have longer to get bred back because we really don't want our calving season to start till like mid-February. But anyway, gonna get those unloaded, and that may probably just about wrap it up this video. I did not know that we were gonna get all that accomplished today. I knew we needed to get that palpation cage set up and go get these tubs. I wasn't sure if we were gonna have time to get everybody checked, but heck, we did, and it's only 2:30, so we got still half the afternoon. Yeah, we got a couple hours. It does get dark before 5 o'clock these days, but appreciate everybody watching. I guess I should say Merry Christmas. This episode, I'll try to have it posted by tomorrow, so the 22nd, but almost certainly be our last video before the actual holiday. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Remember, eat beef. You know, we have a big ribeye roast, a prime rib for our family on Christmas. But yeah, life's too short to be eating turkey and inferior proteins like that. So Merry Christmas, eat beef, and God bless. Thank y'all for watching.